All right, so ladies and gentlemen, my people, how una dey today? Champions of the world, beloved Chelsea fans. Somebody say the way I dey always call that champions of the world, say they always annoy am. I need to annoy that person more. Champions of the world. You think say na play? Na work person dey work to get this kind thing for chest. No be play, na work. My people, how una dey today? Oya papa, you know say the day cannot run out if I did not talk about the club that we love so much. One or two matter will be say the sub around Chelsea Football Club, and this time around we're going to be talking about Moses Kaisedo. We're going to be talking about Oscar, Chelsea legend. Should we call him Chelsea legend? Yes, it was part of those that make history, you know, in the club. So Oscar, we're going to be talking about Enzo Maresca, because today he had a one-on-one interview with Sky Sport, and he talked about one or two things maybe say Chelsea fans will need to know. And of course, we're going to be talking about the Rodrigo rumor that has now been circulating, and of course Raheem Sterling. So please tap the like button and also tap the subscribe button as we begin to dissect them one after the other. Let me start from our star man, Moses Kaisedo. This brother is just too much, because this guy has now been named as the October player of the month. And even the way we are going like this in November, nothing fit say me is still no winner, because he won September Chelsea player of the month, and now he has now been named as October Chelsea player of the month. The first one was won by Joao Pedro. He won in September, October. Well deserved. Well deserved. In fact, I don't know how Premier League did their goal of the month, so they no see the goal of the month give to Moses Kaisedo, because I was expecting that the goal he scored against Liverpool should be part of, he should even win the Premier League goal of the month. But anyway, it is what it is. Maybe we just leave that one for one side. Big shout out to Moses Kaisedo. Thank you very much for the hard work that you are doing. Even Enzo Maresca gave him his thumb up during his interview with Sky Sport today. But we are still going to be getting there. But anyway, let us just leave that one for now. Let us move on to the disheartening story that happened today from Brazil, coming outside about Oscar. And we are hearing that while the brother was in training yesterday, he just collapsed due to cardiac abnormalities. Now, the English way they call him that, but you know, anything that has to do with cardiac, it has to do with the heart. So our thoughts and our prayers are with Oscar and his family. We're already hearing that the brother will be forced to retire right now. In fact, while I was listening to Sky Sport today, they said this thing had been discovered in his body about some few months ago. But, you know, they just felt like he can still carry on with his football because it's not that worse. But, you know, all of a sudden, everything just Olam. And right now, he's presently getting his treatment at the hospital. That is going to be the end of his career, according to what we are hearing. He's 34 years of age, and he has achieved a lot for himself and his family. Anyway, our thought and prayer goes down to the family and to Oscar. We pray for a quick healing for this guy. Say a word of prayer for Oscar under the comment section. Anyway, let us move on right now to the interview of Enzo Maresca. Today, Baba had a one-on-one interview with Sky Sport, and Enzo Maresca said some things where we say it go blow your mind, honestly speaking. First of all, they asked the Baba, say, how far are you seeing life at Chelsea? How is it going for you? Baba said, well, at Chelsea, I'm adapting. I'm also learning too in the process. So it has not been easy. You know, you face critics. You must win every game. It has not been easy, but he has been coping and he has been adapting. Then I asked the Baba, say, come, the Premier League especially now, there is now a new trend. And it is all about long ball set pieces. What did you see about this thing? And Enzo Maresca just laughed. He said, see, it is not new. It is not something new. Long ball and set pieces that everybody is now going back to right now, it is something that a lot of teams have used 20-25 years ago. And you know, that's why the fact that there were a lot of teams that was using it then, teams that does not like to use it, they still in one way or the other look for a solution to, you know, to beat it. So he said it is not completely bad. He said his good friend that is the Sunderland coach is using it effectively. He said it is not bad, but one thing he just knows that it is not a new thing. And for teams where we say they know they use the long ball and long throwing, they will always look for a solution around it. So that means we Chelsea, we know the throw long ball now, we will always look for a solution. That is in the words of Enzo Maresca. Anyway, without prolonging matter. On top Moses Kaisedo now. Now here comes that point where I said even Enzo Maresca gave him his flower. They asked Enzo Maresca that, how far about Moses Kaisedo? This brother has been incredible at, you know, the defensive midfielder for you. But recently, Moses Kaisedo is not only staying at the back, he is now panning forward to even get a goal, you know, things like that, playing up front. How you see him? Are you seeing him as one player that might win the Ballon d'Or come sometime soon. Enzo Maresca said, see, if it comes to that Ballon d'Or, I don't know about that one. But you see, Moses Kaisedo is one of the best in Premier League. In fact, the two players that you can say they are the best midfielder in the Premier League is number 1, Rodrigo, and number 2, Moses Kaisedo. He did not mention Declan Rice. But I know that somebody might want to say, yeah, it is because he is the coach and he will not want to mention Declan Rice. Anyway, now Nasabi, no being shy, the coach Rodri. He mentioned Rodri. He said Rodri and Moses Kaisedo, the two of them, they are the best in the Premier League so far, so good for him. But anyway, it is what it is. Baba added that Moses Kaisedo can reach wherever he want to reach in football, not limited to only Ballon d'Or alone. But as far as Ballon d'Or is concerned, he don't know about that. Anyway, moving on right now. They ask him about Reece James. Say, the injury of Reece James in time past, you've been able to manage it. How have you been able to cope? You know, now Reece James is now looking like he's now back. And Enzo Maresca said, see, we manage Reece James well. Reece James is a very, very good player. First of all, if I ever give credit to Reece James, Reece James is a fantastic player. But we have to keep on managing him as of now. He said that's why we are always playing him at the midfield. Say for now you go see say no be every time we dey play am for the right wing back. Sometimes we play him at the midfield so that he will do less of running, because if you play at the right wing back, he will run so much. You know, inverted style that Enzo Maresca played. So Enzo Maresca said the reason why he's always playing him at the midfield is number 1 for him to adapt to that place, and number 2 is so that he can run less on the pitch. And now I can't understand, honestly speaking. Now I can't understand the reason why the Baba is playing him over there. But you know, no be every time he dey work. But anyway, that's that about this, James. On a final note on top, what Enzo Maresca have to say now. They can't ask him, say, come, all of these your young players. A lot of people have been criticizing you that you have too many young players with lack of experience and, you know, things like that. Enzo Maresca said, see, this thing is not about their age and it is not about their experience. It is all about can they deliver. And that was what they did last season. So it is about them playing good for him. He said, and once they are playing well, their age is not a limitation for him. Anyway, that is that about what Enzo Maresca have to say in a one-on-one press conference, a one-on-one interview with Sky Sport today. What did you have to say about everything that Enzo Maresca said? Now, on a final note now, on top Rodrigo. You see, a report came outside yesterday from Indicalia. And me, I've already known that guy. That guy is a perpetual liar. He's a liar. I talk him for FB and TikTok yesterday that Indicalia. I even talk him for FB for YouTube here yesterday. I said that this Indicalia will come outside, come they tell una say Chelsea are now in talk for Rodrigo and they want to bring him in by January. And you know, if Real Madrid cannot sell him by January, Chelsea will be willing to wait till the summer. I talk and say na lie. Fabrizio Romano, the most trusted journalist for our people, at least over here, I've come outside today to debunk that report. He said a lot of people have been asking him about Rodrigo move to Chelsea, and as of this moment, there is no link between Chelsea and Real Madrid for Rodrigo. Chelsea are not talking about Rodrigo. Chelsea are not interested in getting Rodrigo. I said, you see, I tell people, you know, whenever this kind of rumor come outside, we say you don't begin the trend, and you make a video, you do not talk about it. You start seeing Chelsea fans, Baba, you are now updated. You don't you see this? Don't you see that? Anyway, that's that about that. Chelsea fans, there is no connection between Chelsea and Real Madrid for Rodrigo. On a final note now, another matter will happen to another Chelsea player, even though he's the School B Chelsea player, and that is Raheem Sterling. We are hearing today that they burgled into his house while Chelsea was playing against Wolves last weekend, and you know, God so good, the brother is at home, so they could not hurt him, they could not hurt his family. He tried his best, he confronted them, and me, I can't ask myself, say, I'm Sterling, you they confront, you and your family don't do okay. They said he first of all make sure that his family were okay. He can't go back upstairs again to go they fight those ones. I said I'm Sterling. Anyway, we are happy that there was no casualty. But bro, as big as you are, I feel like you guys should begin to get probably personal security. I know that, you know, all of these things are they're not really the fall for all of those things for UK, but you can, you know, there are other security companies that you can get probably 1 or 2 people that will work with you personally. Anyway, this is where it is. Chelsea fans will not go see and pass this level. I will not see all of this matter. Enzo Maresca's interview. Have you tapped the like button? Please tap the like button to encourage us. Let me know what you guys think at the comment section, and I'm gonna see you guys later.